Welcome back. Now, I felt like playing a bit of GT Legends today, so I thought, oh well, I might as well record a race. Now, I know that my GT Legends videos get fewer views than any of my farming videos do, so I expect a lot of people won't watch this simply because it is GT Legends, but for those that want to watch it, please feel free to do so. Now, this game is made by Simbin, and which is a company that's well known for probably making some of the best car racing games on PC. I don't know if they still do, but they certainly did. This game is 21 years old. It was first released in 2005, so it's now 21 years old. So graphically it's not up there with all the greatest and best, but what I love about this game is first of all the car selection in it. It's all cars from the 50s, 60s and 70s pretty much, and I also really love the track selection. Being a PC game, a lot of the data on here, a lot of the tracks and cars for that matter, are downloadable content that have been made by fans rather than ones that were released when the original game was released. But yeah, it's because of the age of the cars and things, and some of the other bits and pieces in the game. This is actually my favourite racing game, even though it is now 21 years old, and so that's why we're playing such an old game still. Now I will show you, so we're going to go quick race, and we're going to race at Queensland Raceway. Now this is an Australian circuit. You can see the shape of it down here in the bottom left hand corner. It's a very flat circuit, this one. I think it's probably the flattest circuit of any that I've got downloaded in this whole game, and it's 1.9 miles or 3.1 kilometres per lap. Now one thing I like about GT Legends compared to a lot of other games, like for example Gran Turismo or something, is you can choose the different classes of cars here you want to race against. Okay, so you can have all cars that are in the same class as yours and about the same speed as yours if you want, or you can choose to have a one make race if you prefer by choosing so if I took these off for example, I can go down here and choose what sort of car I want to race against. But in this particular case we're going to open the field up, so I don't know what I'll be racing against. We've got it set at 6 laps. You can set it right up to I don't know how many. I'm going to have 25 cars on the track. Again, you can have more than that. I think it goes up to about 35 or 40, and we're not going to be qualifying. We're going to start at position 20 out of 25, so I've got 6 laps to get to the front. It is a fairly flat circuit. I think I'm going to stand a reasonably good chance of getting there, but it won't necessarily happen. And we're going to be racing a Mazda RX-3 Group 4. So I'll just show you, this is what our car looks like. Okay, so this car came out in 1970, I can't remember the exact year of the RX-3, I'm sorry, but it's around about 71 to 73, so it's that sort of era of car. And this car had a rotary engine, so it's got a very high-pitched sound compared to a normal engine that has cylinders, and you'll hear that in a few minutes. Plus also, a rotary engine, you have to keep the revs very high to get power out of them, so we'll be revving this like you won't believe. Okay, and if we go in here, and we'll keep that at novice at the moment just because I haven't played this game in quite a while, so I don't want to make the competition too hard. And it loads very quickly, this game. As you can see, it's almost loaded now. It's almost there. Okay, there we go. And you can see here what we're going to be up against. A couple of BMW CSLs, a Datsun 240Z, a Ford Capri, that's a Piranha one, so that's got a V8 in it, a Chevy Impala SS, an Austin Healey, a Ferrari 275, a Jaguar E-Type, a couple of Austin Healeys, a Mini, well the Mini's not going to be much competition for us, a Ferrari 375, where are we? Opel Kadett, another Mini, that's us, a DAF, a couple of Ford Mustangs, another Mini, a Mark II Jag, and a Lancia Fulvia. So we've got quite a good selection of cars there. And let's just see how it goes. And we're off. Oops. That wasn't a good start for us. I actually chucked in second instead of first, so that was a terrible start for us. That's alright. I am running manual gearbox in this, obviously, and pretty well nothing in the way of driver aids. So, yeah, the cars do get quite, because they're older cars, they don't have things like anti-lock braking, they don't have traction control, there's nothing like that in any of these cars, so it's just drive by the skin of your teeth. Although, as I said, I have only got certain novice, so that will help us immensely. I normally have it, whoa. Now this game does have damage, but it's not ultra-realistic damage, so if I do that too many times, I will bust the radiator and my car will be out of running. So that's another thing I quite like about this game, compared to, say, Gran Turismo, for example. Games like that, you cannot basically total your car or anything. On this one, you certainly can. You can roll your cars, there's all sorts of things. And that's a Ferrari just ahead of us, that blue one. I'll try and tell you what the different cars are as we come up to them, if I can recognise them. Well, that was a Mark III Cortina. Okay. So that's a Piranha Capri ahead of us. It's a Ford Capri, which normally they had either 1600 or 2 litre 4-cylinder engine, or occasionally a 3 litre 6-cylinder engine. But that particular one is the South African model, which had the 302, which is a 4.9 V8 in it. So that's the South African version of the 3, with the V8 instead of just the 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder engine. But that would be a lot of power in such a small car. This rotary, of course, that we're driving, and hopefully you can still hear my voice over the screaming of the engine, but this also produces a lot of power, this rotary. So obviously, because it doesn't have cylinders, you don't measure a rotary engine in terms of cubic capacity or cc like you do normal engines. It doesn't have cylinders, it has rotors instead. This one is quite a heavily modified rotary engine, but it doesn't have any turbo on it. So it's not that heavily modified, but... Oh, that's the Opel Kadett, that blue and white one there. They run a 4-cylinder engine, but they use those a lot on hill climbs and rallies, as Opel Kadett. They weren't used quite so much for circuit racing, I don't believe. And ahead of the Opel Kadett I can see BMW CSL, and also the red one there is the Chevy Impala SS396, I believe. So that's a big V8 that we're just about to overtake. I don't think I might have got him. I don't want to look at the side at the moment. No, he's still right there. And because this game does have things like tyre wear and the likes, it doesn't have exactly the same amount of grip all the way through the race, the car. So it's not just a case of learning your braking points and then braking at the exact point every lap, because your braking points will change a wee bit from lap to lap, depending on the condition of your tyres. If we haven't touched any grass with our tyres, they'll become very, very slippery, and when you get back onto the seal again, there'll still be a bit of grass on there for, you know, I don't know, 5 or 10 seconds or thing, so it doesn't instantly return to normal grip once you get back on the seal. Now ahead of us, that's a Mazda RX-3, so that also has a rotary engine, very similar to the one that's in this car. That was actually the car that replaced the car we're driving. So Mazda replaced the RX-3 with the RX-7 there. We've got the RX-7 okay. So now we've got the BMW ahead of us. I don't know who's ahead of the BMW at the moment. It looks like we're in about 4th spot, I could have said yes. Oh no, 5th. We're in 5th position. see what I mean about this track being perfectly flat? Being most of Australia's flat, isn't it? So, explains that. I have got some other Australian circuits that are not flat on this game. I've got a number of New Zealand and Australian circuits in this game. And that red and white car ahead of us now, that's a Datsun 340Z. They have a straight six-cylinder engine in them. I'm not sure of the capacity. It'd be 2.4, that's like 240Z. Yeah, that'd be a 2.4 cylinder straight six engine, the car is the BMW ahead of us has a 3 litre straight six in it. I can't tell you what the Ireland's car is. When you take a bit closer. Is that another orange one? I think it's another RX-7 from the looks, which means it's another rotary engine. I'm not 100% sure of that, I think that's what it is. This white one with the red and blue stripes, that's a BMW with the straight 3 litre engine. I'm pretty sure that's another RX-7 with a rotary engine. Of us now, the orange one. Whoa! Okay, that was not so hot. Not what we wanted to happen. Oh, come on. Okay. That was terrible. I don't know what position we're going to be in now, but we've got crap all over our tyres. So we'll have to be very careful here. There's that Queensland Raceway alongside of us. That's good. That's funny, I've just done a race in this game, so this is my second race today, also only my second race in about 6 months or more, and I won the last race driving this exact same car on this exact same circuit, and that's when I thought, oh, I should record this for YouTube, because as I said, I know that these GT Legends videos do not get the viewership that my farming videos get. I don't think they even get as much viewership as my Lego videos. I think these are the videos that are viewed the least out of all of my videos. But I feel like playing this right now, so I didn't really feel like sitting down with farming right this second, so I thought, no, let's go motor racing instead. And what I might do is I might make it either one longer video or 2 short videos, so we might try a different track on a different car as well. I'm not sure yet, we'll just wait and see. We'll either make it one long video or 2 short ones probably though. Well, that's a Ferrari, that's the one that's right there. So they're having a V12 in it. But that's older than our car, much older. So it's still probably giving us a good run for our money. As you can see, it's pulling away from us on the straight, but it's got much narrower tyres and wire wheels, so we're going to have the advantage on the corner. The achievement has us on the straights. And this track has 4 quite long straights. So, yeah, I really don't know what position we're in now. We lost a lot of places with that off that we had in the sand. Whoa. Okay, that wasn't pretty. That Ferrari's just gone past us again. Looks like we're going to be going back and forth with that Ferrari for a while yet, because we're on to one of the long straights, and they'll probably take us again here. Oh no, that was the end of the race. So there you go, what position did we get? It'll tell us in a second. Come on, what position? Ooh, we did terribly from the looks of things. Oh no, 7th, there you go, we got 7th, all up. Okay. How many? Okay, so what I'll do is I will finish this video now, and I'll do another video of the same game in just a minute, so anyone that wants to can join me for the second video and can would choose a different car on a different track. Okay, thanks, bye.